Welcome to the success stories of millionaires. Can you become a millionaire by following our protagonist's formula? Let's find out. What do you do when you've maxed out every credit card, your business is failing, and you're sleeping on a mattress in your parents' basement with only $93 to your name? If you're Alex Hormozi, you get to work. He became the undisputed king of scaling service-based businesses, a modern-day business philosopher who built a portfolio worth over $100 million. He didn't inherit wealth or get lucky. He used a brutal, unflinching focus on value and acquisition to engineer his own success. This is the story of Alex Hormozi. But this isn't just a rags-to-riches tale. We're going to decode the exact frameworks and growth strategies that allowed him to build a massive fortune from the ground up. Stick with me until the end, and I will give you the 5 key strategies Alex Hormozi used to build his empire. Strategies you can use to transform your own business. Let's dive into the story of the man who mastered the science of scaling. If you're fascinated by the raw mechanics of business growth and profitability, you're in the right place. We break down the strategic blueprints of the world's most successful millionaires. If that sounds valuable to you, please hit that like button. And second, click subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next success story. Our story begins not in a boardroom, but in a struggling gym in Bethesda, Maryland. After graduating from Vanderbilt University, Alex Hormozi took a job as a consultant. But he was restless and entrepreneurial at heart. He left his stable job to pursue what he thought was a passion, owning a gym. He invested everything he had and maxed out multiple credit cards to launch his business. It was a disaster. He was working 100 hours a week, barely breaking even, and drowning in debt. He was forced to move back into his parents' basement, a humbling low point that would become the fuel for his future. He was 24 years old, defeated, and had $93 in his bank account. Lying on that mattress, he faced a brutal truth. The problem wasn't the economy, his location, or his customers. The problem was him. He didn't understand the fundamental laws of business. This moment of radical self-honesty was his catalyst. He decided to become a student of business, not just a gym owner. He devoured books on marketing, sales, and consumer psychology. He realized his gym wasn't in the fitness business. It was in the sales business. His entire focus shifted from working in the business to working on the business model itself. His breakthrough came when he stopped trying to sell gym memberships and started selling a high-ticket 6-month transformation program called the 6-Month Six-Pack. He reframed the value proposition from a monthly fee for access to equipment to a guaranteed outcome for a premium price. He started charging $5,000 up front. To sell this, he had to master the art of the sale. He and his wife, Layla, would role-play sales calls for hours every single day, refining their script, their tonality, and their ability to overcome every single objection. They learned to sell not a service, but a future reality for their clients. The results were staggering. They went from nearly bankrupt to generating $70,000 in revenue in a single month, then $100,000, then $200,000. They had cracked the code. They systematized the entire process: lead generation, sales script, client onboarding, and service delivery. They documented every step. This wasn't just about saving their gym, it was about creating a replicable blueprint. They realized the real value wasn't in running one successful gym, but in the system they had built to make it successful. They decided to franchise their model, founding a company called Gym Launch. Their pitch to other struggling gym owners was irresistible. We will guarantee you add $10,000 in monthly recurring revenue in the next 100 days, or we will work for free until you do. This was a masterstroke. It eliminated the risk for the gym owner and demonstrated insane confidence in their own system. They weren't selling consulting, they were selling a verifiable result. The grind was inhuman. In the early days of Gym Launch, Alex was the entire engine. He was the salesman, the closer, the account manager, and the strategist. He would do sales calls from 8 in the morning until 10 at night, 7 days a week. He lived on caffeine and a relentless belief in his framework. He famously tracked every minute of his day for years, analyzing his time to maximize his productivity. He treated his own energy and focus as his most valuable assets. The company exploded, reaching $1 million in monthly revenue within a year. They were helping gym owners make more money than they ever had, and in the process, building a massive company of their own. But Alex's ambition was bigger than gyms. He had proven his acquisition and scaling frameworks worked. The next step was to productize his knowledge and scale his impact to a global audience. He and Layla launched Acquisition.com, a holding company and educational platform. They began acquiring and scaling other service-based businesses, from software companies to supplement brands, applying the same ruthless focus on key metrics and value creation. His next masterstroke was the decision to codify his entire methodology into books. He didn't just write any business books, he created what he called the playbooks. His first book, $100 Million Offers, The Ultimate Guide to Crafting Irresistible Offers, was a systematic breakdown of his core philosophy. He argued that most businesses fail because they have a weak offer, not a weak sales team. The book gave away his entire framework for creating a price point and value proposition so compelling that it felt like a reverse refund, where the customer feels like they're stealing from you. It became an instant classic in the entrepreneurship community, shared endlessly online for its sheer, undeniable value. He followed this with another book, 100 Million Leads, The Ultimate Guide to Generating Predictable, Scalable Growth. This was the other half of the equation. If his first book taught you how to build the ultimate engine, this one taught you how to put fuel in it. It provided a no-fluff, tactical guide to generating a consistent stream of customers without relying on risky, expensive ads. The genius of these books was their positioning. He priced them affordably, but more importantly, he gave away the PDFs for free. This was the ultimate application of his give-to-get philosophy. The books weren't a significant revenue stream, they were his most powerful marketing engine. They built immense trust and credibility, funneling thousands of business owners into his ecosystem. People would read the free books, get transformative results, and then eagerly seek out his higher-ticket programs and content. This strategy single-handedly cemented his status as the go-to authority on business growth and scaled his audience into the millions almost overnight. He then started creating free, hyper-value dense content on LinkedIn and YouTube, giving away the very playbooks they used to build their fortune. This give-to-get philosophy built an audience of millions of loyal followers and established Alex as a no-BS authority in the business world. His work ethic is legendary and analytical. He doesn't believe in passion, he believes in purpose and execution. He operates on a principle of inputs and outputs, focusing only on the activities that directly drive revenue and growth. He is a master of delegation, building a world-class team to handle everything outside his core competencies, which are strategy and content creation. He treats his body with the same discipline, maintaining a strict diet and workout regimen to ensure he has the physical and mental energy to perform at his peak. His success with Acquisition.com is where the numbers become astronomical. The portfolio of companies they own and operate generates over $200 million in annual revenue. His personal net worth is estimated to be well over $100 million. He achieved this not through a single viral exit, but by consistently applying his frameworks for growth across multiple businesses. He proved that his methodology was not an industry-specific trick, but a universal law of business physics. Today, the man who once lived in a basement is a titan of modern business. His true net worth isn't just in his portfolio, It's in the thousands of business owners who have used his free content to transform their companies. He didn't just build a company, he built a new paradigm for business education, one based on radical transparency, overwhelming value, and provable results. So, what can we learn from the 10-year journey from a basement to a 9-figure empire? Here are the 5 key strategies you can emulate from Alex Hormozi's success. 1. Offer an irresistible guarantee. Hormozi's entire business was built on the "make you $10,000 or work for free" guarantee. This eliminated buyer hesitation and positioned him as a partner, not a vendor. The lesson is to de-risk your offer so dramatically that saying no feels foolish for your ideal customer. 2. Master the one-page strategic plan. Hormozi is famous for his simple one-page business plan. It forces absolute clarity on the 5 key numbers that matter: leads, conversion rate, average customer value, number of transactions, and profit margin. If you can't fit your strategy on one page, it's too complicated. 3. Give away your best stuff for free. His entire audience was built by giving away his million-dollar playbooks for free. This generosity flywheel builds immense trust and attracts high-quality customers who are already educated on your value. Value first, transactions second. 4. Focus on acquisition, not just optimization. While others try to squeeze an extra 1% from their email list, Hormozi preaches going after new markets and new customers relentlessly. His mantra is that the easiest customer to get is the one you don't have yet. Don't ignore your existing customers, but never stop the inflow of new ones. 5. Value over passion. Hormozi famously says, "Screw your passion, focus on your value." He succeeded in gyms not because he was passionate about fitness, but because he became passionate about solving business problems. Fall in love with providing value, and you will never run out of money, opportunities, or passion. These strategies are a blueprint for building a business that is not just profitable, but dominant in its market. To execute these strategies, you need the right systems. Whether you sell digital or physical products, most entrepreneurs waste time juggling separate tools for their website, marketing, and sales. The solution is Go High Level, an all-in-one marketing and CRM system that lets you run your entire business, funnels, email, SMS campaigns, AI agents, and social media scheduling. You can even manage your client communication from a single portal on your phone. If you're ready to systemize your growth and build a business that scales, check out Go High Level. You can find my link for a trial in the description below. The story of Alex Hormozi proves that your current circumstances are irrelevant. That success is not about passion, but about process. That with a relentless focus on providing value, systemizing your growth, and taking radical responsibility, you can build an empire from a basement. Alex Hormozi's journey isn't just a success story, it's a blueprint that proves the only real limitation is the one that you accept. If this exploration of Alex Hormozi's strategic scaling strategies and business diversification resonated with you, please watch our next video on the success stories of millionaires.